highway. So we just came off of the Dawson City ferry over to the other side of the Yukon River, and we are heading up the road. We've just come off the paved road onto the gravel road. It's taken us about 10 minutes to get to the gravel road, and we're heading up the top of the World Highway to find somewhere to camp tonight overlooking everything. Looking forward to this tonight. We expect it's going to be chilly, and we expect some wind.
Right now it's 17 degrees.
Yes. We've just come off of that wonderful flight with Peel Adventures, Peel Wilderness Adventures. Absolutely amazing flight. Cannot recommend it enough if you're in Dawson City. Found a trail that comes off of the top of the World Highway. It's not super steep, but we have lost a little bit of elevation by about 125 meters. But this could be home for the night. We just want to sit on top of a massive hill overlooking everything. That's all we want to try and do. Not sure if this is a logging road. There's going to be some sort of somebody's property at the end of it, but it's looking promising.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not what we want.
Nope.
I'm going to try and turn around. Maybe not.
Looks like something maybe here on your left you might be able to.
No, not right now. Welcome. This is our rest for tonight. We are on top of the World Highway, and I know it looks like we are on top of the world. All the mountain peaks over here. Now I know we're only on one half of the mountain, as you can see. I don't know if you can see those green buildings, but I'll zoom in a minute. That is the border crossing, so we're about maybe 2 to 5 kilometers away from the border crossing, and that is the good old US of A. But look at the mountains, the view. This, I know you're looking into the sun. There is the border crossing. That is America. We are literally on par with all the other mountains. Let me just double check the GPS. We are currently at 1,326 meters above sea level. Let's get back to this view. This view is amazing. Sandra, what do you think?
Awesome.
Let me just get out of the shadow here. There we go.
The view, everything. Wow.
Took us a long time to get here, I apologize. But this is sort of what we were after. Again, it's a bit windy. The wind is going that way. We are going to take a walk over here to get a view for you of the mountains that are over this side of the hill. So again, panoramic view of tonight. And blinding sunshine. Picture of Fred and Oasis on the top of the World Highway. We do have another camper. We tried to camp over there. I apologize for the wind, but we didn't want to intrude on them. They were already set up. So we traveled down a trail to get us down here. But there we are. Fred and Oasis on the top of the World Highway. Holy jeepers. Woohoo! Is all I can say. This has been like 3 years in the waiting to get back up here. For this view! For this view! Unreal. So that is where that other camper is. And if we look this way now, you can see the other side of the knoll that we're camped over. And you can see we're on top of the world. Top of the world, baby! Top of the world. Unbelievable. It's going to be pretty blustery tonight, I'm sure. We'll be fine. We'll sleep inside. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see Fred and Oasis. There they are. That's how far away they are from the walk that we've just done. And you can still see those mountains. As I do this 360, I apologize for the sun. Well, I don't really apologize for the sun because we're living the dream. That's a complete 360 of where we are tonight. Unreal. Not sure where Bella's going, but she's left me. She's very rare that she ever leaves anybody, but she's just having a great old time wandering on this mountainside right here. Let me just show you how far away she actually is. That's how far away she is right now. I'm going to lose her, but the way she's going, she's going to track herself back to her mum. Oh, she's just realized that I'm still here. But I'm going to go get her because that's hard on her poor little legs. So just looking back at where it come from, Fred and Oasis and Sandra's making dinner. These views, as I've said before, were spectacular. And here again, a slightly better picture of Fred and Oasis. Dinner was chicken risotto, made by the most amazing lady in my life, Sandra. Cheers everybody as we sit back and relax with a couple of cool ones. So welcome from the top of the world highway, yet again.
Hello.
There we go, now you can see the sky that's behind us.
Bella's wrapped up in a blanket because the mosquitoes are really bad. So it's not like it's cold, it's mosquitoes They're everywhere.
The sun is going down and it is a little bit chilly, but it is also 10 p.m. at night. This is 10 p.m. at night. And that cloud there is hovering over us. And as you can see, all the mountains around us. And Sandra, I know it took a long time to get here. It took us about an hour and a half to get here, 106 kilometers from Dawson. And I want to say 2 to 5 kilometers from the border, which we showed you a little bit earlier. Sandra, what do you think?
It's awesome. It's beautiful. I can't wait for the sunset. It's just getting
Ready.
Like the sunbeams are bouncing off the valley below.
Yeah, I don't know if
Whether
you can see them.
in the front or the behind us, it's
Yeah, look, I don't know if
just
you can
crazy.
see that there.
And
Sunbeams.
then it's like the rolling hills are never ending. The tundra is just, there's not even a bird up here. The only thing is mosquitoes. That's why we're sort of wrapped up like this, because they're everywhere. And it's not cold, it's very cool, it's beautiful.
Quiet.
You don't hear anything. You hear the wind a little bit, and that is it.
I'd recommend anybody coming up here. I really would. As you can see, there are some flies around that Sandra's talking about. I'm a little bit chilled, but my back got a little bit chilled from earlier. But
I just can't wait for the sunset. Just every few minutes it's different.
let me just turn you around.
Changes.
I'll pause this and I'll turn you around properly. We're going to be super quiet for a few seconds just to get you to experience this sunset. That is how quiet and beautiful this is. As we sit here and relax for the rest of the night, we want to share some of the scenes of that light coming through the cloud. We thought the night was over as it got so dark, but the light beams were absolutely amazing. But soon the sun came back and just left us with a magnificent evening dazzlement of beauty. One day we will see the northern lights in their true veracity. But the sun did amazing things tonight. The black clouds disappeared and the sun was orange and formidable as the evening got longer, as you can see by these time capsules with the timestamps in them. Of course, it was chilly as the sun was going down. It's very hard to say goodnight and have to leave this wonderful scene and get into the trailer to sleep. But oh my goodness, what a wonderful night. Good morning everybody again. It is now Thursday.
11:04.
Yep, we had a lazy day, showered, breakfast.
Because we spent the night on top of the world.
And we feel like we're on
Top of the world.
And we are just going to show you our drive in to where we stayed. I think we said before, I'm just going to see if I can get an angle on it for you. If you can see that down there, there is a green building. That is the US-Canadian border. We are about I want to say 2 kilometers. I said 2 to 5, but I think it's 2 kilometers away, and we're about 106 kilometers from Dawson City. This RV up here in front was there last night. We did not want to disturb them, so we came down this track and we found a beautiful spot. Even though there's only grass and rock, there were still a lot of mosquitoes, but they did die down, and we had a beautiful sunset, and it went down around 12:30. Well, it didn't really go down, but it sort of went down, and we had a relaxing morning today, just taking in this awe-inspiring view.
Instead of getting up, breakfast, tea, and gone, we're like, let's enjoy the scenery, because it's not like we see this every day.
No. Yeah.
Rolling hills. The tundra is just beautiful.
There's little cranberries up here. Bluebells are up here. Dwarf conifer trees are up here.
Everything, maybe the tallest of a tree is maybe a foot and a half maybe.
All because of the climate, obviously.
Yes. And when that wind picks up, ooh-wee, it gets bittery cold. But
yes.
You know what? It's not like you need to wear down jackets and your winter mucklucks and all of that, but it's refreshing. It's just beautiful.
And it was chilly in the shadow, but the sun was up bright and early.
Oh, yes.
Say 5:30 this morning.
5 o'clock, it started to crest.
We're going to pull up sort of near that RV, and we're going to climb up to that point that you see in front of us, and we're going to try and get an awe-inspiring
View.
360-degree view of where we're at. So we're only a couple of 100 yards in from. This is a turnaround or a pull-in where this RV is, and the road is just on the other side of this hillock. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. Maybe we'll even put a rock on the top of that cairn. Okay, see you in a bit.
Well, Andy, where are we?
Top of the world.
And what are you doing?
Top of the world, baby.
What are you doing?
Gonna put a rock, as all travellers do, on a cairn, right on the very top. That's our contribution to the rock, to the cairn. Come up here, let's have a... So, this is Sandra and I. We are going to walk around this cairn and give you a 360. I know I did one last night, but I want to show you.
This is better.
Yeah,
this is better. We are actually on top of the world now.
Okay, we're going to turn the camera around so we don't fall over this rock, because guaranteed
I will break my leg.
we will both fall over. So, this sort of was our view. We were over there last night, but this was still our view. Hold it steady as I can, but the mosquitoes are still biting. And I know I've said it a million times, there is the border crossing. I'm going to do 2 of these. I'm actually going to zoom in a little bit more so you can actually see the distance. We're back to the start. Here we go. Let's do a long range one. So cool, this viewpoint. We come. Absolutely phenomenal. What do you say?
We made it! Top of the world!
Where are we going now?
Dawson.
We're going back.
We're going back.
We're not going through the border. We're not going to do the US, but we're actually going to go sort of down and around all of that. All the way over to there.
And up
All the way over there. Back over to there. And over there. It's about 106 kilometers.
Windy, gravelly road.
But it'll be good. So, no guardrail. And we're at currently 1285 meters. And look how steep that is. And it's on Sandra's side. She's not going to like it.
I don't look down.
I don't want to get too close to it because I know she'll have a hissy fit at me, but
well, that's an understatement, but yeah.
It is pretty cool.
Oh, someone camping up there.
I think it's a water tanker.
Okay.
Look at the plateau as well, as it drops off again. So I'm just looking up at this tanker that's up there. We didn't see this trail last night, but again, it looked as good as where we were at, but we're super happy where we stayed. What a beautiful drive. It is a 90 km/h road on the Canadian side. And the road has been really, really good. Bends are the worst because that's where it gets washboardy. But other than that, it thins the gravel out in many places. It's a bit gravelly in this area, we found that last night, but most of the time it's hard compact. That road could have brought us back out again, you know?
I think so.
Yeah. Still even some snow on the leeward side of the mountain.
Great hill.
Why?
Because it narrows down. And go around the corner.
so many other roads that take you off the top of the world highway to get you to down in the valleys, but we don't know where they end up. Does it bring you back on, or does it go right to Alaska? And they're major roads too.
I like this. A bit skinnier than this.
But we don't know if it's private property when you get farther down. And then with having Oasis on the back, sometimes it's a challenge to turn her around.
We went down one last night thinking it was where we wanted to go, and it wasn't, so we had to keep going until we could find it. So 62, so that would have been it. This German couple mentioned mile marker 40 from the border. There was a nice place to stop, and that's that one in the video that we just showed you. But we did not see it last night. So, but where we were at was way better. Look at the distance now. The Tombstone Mountains.
And that's where we flew over yesterday.
Dots on our map are popcorn trails, or breadcrumbs, I think Ford calls them, and it's where we went last night looking for somewhere to camp, and it was off the beaten track. So the Ford navigation, or Sync 4, leaves these breadcrumbs, which is really, really cool. That was right.
That road back there, you went up, but then it did a loop to come back. And not far off the main road. Let's see if this truck here does the etiquette on a gravel road. Nope.
Little old lady. Even with a tank buddy tank in the bed. Hauling. The Top of the World Highway is a beautiful drive if you ever get a chance to do it. And it's because you can see everything. You can see where you're going, where you've come from, what's around you. It's an amazing drive.
It just goes on for miles and miles and miles, rolling hills.
As we descend off the Top of the World Highway back into Dawson and the George Black Ferry, we get to see the wonderful Tombstone Mountains that we flew over yesterday. We made it back on the George Black Ferry and we headed towards Dawson. You can see here how big the rigs are that can get on this ferry and travel across the Yukon River. Watch us next time as we go into Dawson City and explore, check out the dredge, go up to high points and see Diamond Tooth Gertie. Thanks very much for watching this trip. Please like and subscribe.